Wow, A Christmas Story is definitely a American Christmas movie. And that's probably its biggest advantage and biggest disadvantage. Let's jump into that. A Christmas Story follows a little boy named Ralphie and talks about basically what he wants for Christmas and how he's going to do everything in his power to try to get this one thing for Christmas. And that one thing is a red Ryder air rifle. But that's basically what the whole story is about. And the biggest advantage to this movie is when watching it, I was like, yeah, this is what I remember Christmas being like when I was a kid. Not that my parents were like, a little bit more Catholic, so we grew up with like religion went first and stuff like that. But growing up in America, this is what society says Christmas is all about. And everything about this movie just seemed perfectly to what Christmas was like as a kid, where there was, what do you want for Christmas? There's the playing around in the snow, this, that, this. It was everything like a nostalgic Christmas. I did not grow up watching this movie, but it's nostalgic Christmas. So that's his biggest advantage, but it's also, in my mind, its biggest disadvantage. And why, honestly, I don't like this movie. Because it has no lesson to it. The whole idea of this movie is, it's a Christmas story. It's literally in the title. It's a Christmas story, just talking about just what happened at Christmas one year in this one kid's life. None of the characters, when I watched it, none of the characters really, besides one, I really liked at all. The one character I thought was actually kind of funny and I kind of liked was the father. He was not perfect, definitely not perfect, but he had some really funny lines. Especially the whole joke with the fragile was hilarious. For those who have seen it, you know what I'm talking about. He was a really funny guy, but for the most part, I didn't really like the characters in this movie. I think the bully did a good job. I mean, the actor went all out with being the bully, but that was kind of funny. But for the most part, this movie is literally just a Christmas story about an American Christmas. There's nothing in this movie that's just like, when you watch up at like How the Grinch Stole Christmas, It's a Wonderful Life, stuff like that, there's growth in these characters. There's no growth. This is the type of movie you sit down to watch. Isn't this what Christmas is like? Yeah, that's kind of what this movie is. When you watch something like It's a Wonderful Life, How the Grinch Stole Christmas, stuff like that, the characters have a growth. They change by the end of the movie. In this one, they don't. Same characters that started the movie. No change. This is the type of movie you just sit down and watch and be like, yeah, this is what Christmas is like, okay? But I personally prefer watching a Christmas movie where it puts you in the season of Christmas and not the season of, I have to get this. So this is not a movie I'm gonna like push to have my kids watch, because there's nothing in this movie that has a lesson in it. It's literally just a kid wanting something and he gets it in the end, but a little spoiler, I guess. There's nothing in this movie that tosses you to be like, yeah, this should be a Christmas classic. A lot of people think this is a Christmas classic, and I'm probably gonna get a lot of hate for this, but it's literally just, this is what Christmas is like. Watch someone have a Christmas, okay? You watch something like It's a Wonderful Life because there's the whole lesson of your life really matters. The people you affect in your life actually matters. You watch something like A Christmas Carol because it's the story of the redemption of Scrooge. You see how he learns the meaning of Christmas. You watch something like How the Grinch Stole Christmas and you learn that it's not the presents and all that makes Christmas, it's the people around. There's a message there, and that is important to making a good Christmas movie. In my mind, this has nothing that makes you feel more like Christmas. As I'm going to talk about next week, when I dive into Die Hard, that one does put you in the Christmas mood. And that's practically not even a Christmas movie. So, I don't know. I don't like this movie because it's literally just a Christmas story that has no meaning to it, and it's just, this is what Christmas is like, watch it. I prefer my Christmas movies to put you in the spirit of Christmas, in the spirit of giving, in the spirit of that this is the birth of Christ. That's what I want for my Christmas movies, and not capitalism. So guys, if you guys want to watch this movie, if you guys have checked it out before, tell me your thoughts below. I strongly would not push this to be a movie that everyone needs to see, because in my mind, it has some funny moments in it, but I remember finishing the movie and being like, yeah, okay, that was Christmas back when I was a kid, somewhat. I don't think there's anything good about this that makes me can't wait until Christmas. I just watched and be like, yeah, that was a movie. Wasn't a good movie. I didn't like any of the characters. I don't know. I was planning on watching that movie and being able to come back and say, oh, I wish I grew up with this because it's a great Christmas movie. I watched it and I was just like, no, it's not a great Christmas movie. It's just a movie about capitalism version of Christmas. So tell me your thoughts on this down below. Thank you guys for watching. Have a Merry Christmas. This has been the Movie Negative Reviewer, Peter Waring, signing off.